Hello students, you are welcome in the first lecture of a chapter of chemical kinetics. For any chemical reaction, there are three important aspects. Suppose I have written this chemical reaction A plus B, it is giving C plus D. Suppose this is the reaction. For this reaction, there are three important aspects. The first aspect is that whether this reaction is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. Means whether this reaction is possible or not possible. And that we have studied on the basis of a chapter of chemical thermodynamics. In the chapter of chemical thermodynamics, we have seen that. At last we have studied spontaneity and non-spontaneity of a chemical reaction on the basis of Gibbs free energy. Gibbs free energy. Spontaneity and non-spontaneity of the reaction we have studied there. If delta G is negative, the reaction is spontaneous, and the positive means reaction is non-spontaneous. So that aspect, whether the reaction is possible or not possible, that we have studied in chemical thermodynamics. Secondly, suppose if this reaction is possible, how much percent it is taking place? That is extent of the reaction, that is known as extent of reaction. How much percent of reaction will tend to completeness? Extent of reaction, that also we have studied at your 11th standard level in the chapter of chemical equilibrium, and in this year in the chapter of ionic equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. Extent of reaction we have studied. And the third important aspect here, third one is important here. The reaction, suppose spontaneous means it is taking place. Secondly, we know the percentage of reaction. Suppose 60% of reaction is completed. But third important aspect is that how much time it will require for the completion of reaction. How much time it will required for a completion of reaction. And that can be studied with the help of chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics deals with the study of measurement of rate of reaction, that is measurement of time for the completion of reaction. It also deals with the study of factors affecting the rate of reaction. Factors affecting the rate of reaction, as well as it also deals with the study of mechanism of reaction. Chemical kinetics is a branch of chemistry which deals with study of measurement of rate of reaction, factors affecting the rate of reaction, and the mechanism of reaction can be studied with the help of branch of chemistry known as chemical kinetics. So the third important aspect is nothing but the measurement of rate of reaction. And in this lecture, in this first lecture of chemical kinetics, we have to study that factor, rate of reaction. So here we have to study what is meant by rate of reaction, what is meant by average rate of reaction, and what is the instantaneous rate of the reaction. So let us see it one by one. First one, rate of reaction. Suppose the same reaction I am writing once again here. Suppose we have this reaction A plus B, it is giving C plus D. During this reaction, whenever the reaction take place, we know the course of reaction, how it take place. At the start of reaction, what happen? These are the reactants and these are products. At the start of reaction, only these reactants are 100% and the products are 0%. At a start of chemical reaction, this is the status of reactant and product. Only reactants are 100% and the products are 0%. Now during the course of reaction, when reaction take place, during the course of that reaction, some part of reactant is converted into the product. So suppose if 10% reactants are converted to product, 10%, this will become 90% and this will become 10%. Again, further 10% of the reactant is converted to product. At that time, this become 80%, this will be 20%. And so on. If this will be 30%, this become 70%. This is 60, it means that this will be 40%. So during the course of reaction, whenever reactants are converted to product, how the change take place, that is important. How the change take place? Here, concentration of reactant goes on decreasing. Reactants, initially 100%, become 90%, 80%, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, finally maybe 0. Whenever the reaction is completed, what it become? It becomes 0 and the products are 100%. So during the course of chemical reaction, for any chemical reaction, during its course, this will happen. Concentration of reactant goes on decreasing and the concentration of product goes on increasing. Concentration of reactant decreases, concentration of the product increases. Now that is the important in order to study rate of reaction. What is rate of reaction? Rate of reaction is described by measuring the concentration of either reactant or product upon time of the reaction. The ratio of concentration of reactant or concentration of product to the time is known as rate of reaction. So, how mathematically we can write the rate of reaction? What is the mathematical equation for rate of reaction? Mathematically, rate of reaction will be equal to concentration of reactant or concentration of the product divided by time of reaction. Concentration of reactant or concentration of product divided by time of the reaction is known as rate of reaction. Rate of the reaction. And this rate of reaction is always positive. Always positive. If the rate of reaction is 0, can reaction will take place? No, it will not take place. Suppose the rate of reaction is 20, and for second reaction the rate of reaction is 10. Which is the first reaction, 10 or 20? 20. Naturally, that rate of reaction is faster. That will take place in a fast manner. If the rate of reaction is zero, can that reaction will take place? No, that will not take place. If the rate of reaction is minus, negative, is that possible reaction or not possible reaction? Not possible. Rate of reaction is minus. How it can be possible? If zero, reaction is not taking place. So minus means it is never taking place. Always rate of reaction is positive, and it is defined as a ratio of concentration of reactant or concentration of product divided by time. Now, for a simple reaction, just A giving B, what is the rate of reaction? That I am telling over here. A is nothing but reactant. So rate of reaction with respect to A. Rate of reaction with respect to A means reactant is nothing but delta. Delta means change. Change in concentration of A divided by change in time. Here, rate of reaction with respect to A, that is reactant, I have written it is equal to delta A upon delta T. This delta stands for change, big change. Big change in concentration of A divided by big change in time, or big unit of time. This is the rate of reaction with respect to A. But concentration of reactant A, is it increases or decreases? Concentration of reactant decreases and the concentration of product increases. As the concentration of reactant A decreases, therefore here a negative sign is given, minus delta A upon delta T. See, rate of reaction is not negative, rate of reaction is positive. The sign is given negative. Why it is negative and how the rate of reaction become positive? See here. Suppose instead of this, A converted to B, and the percentage is like this only, 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 0 finally, and the concentration of product increases 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100 finally. Let us consider the rate of reaction with respect to A in this range, 100 and 90. Initially 100%, finally it will be 90%, and let us consider this take place in 1 hour. 1 hour. So rate of reaction we have to calculate, minus delta A means final concentration A final minus A initial divided by time. Time we have taken total time 1 hour. So this is 1 sign minus A final. How much is the final? 90. Initial 100. So here in bracket 90 minus 100 divided by 1. So what it become? That comes equal to minus in bracket minus 10 divided by 1, or it is equal to plus 10. So what is the rate of reaction with respect to A? Is it positive or negative? It is always positive. Rate of reaction either with respect to reactant or product is always positive. For any chemical reaction, it is always positive. it is never zero. It is never negative. Always considered it as positive. Why negative sign is given? Since the reactants are considered, reactants we have considered, concentration of reactant decreases. As the concentration of reactant decreases, this difference is negative, and negative into negative it becomes positive. Therefore, the rate of reaction is positive. But here a negative sign is given because reactants we have considered and only a sign is negative, but the rate of reaction is always positive. So this is what we have seen the calculation with respect to reactant. Now, rate of reaction with respect to B. Rate with respect to B. Now instead of A, let us consider B. It is equal to change in concentration of B divided by change in time. Again consider the same fact. 0 to 10. Initial 0, finally it is 10. This will given a positive sign because concentration of the product increases. Concentration of reactant decreases, but concentration of product increases. As concentration of product increases, rate of reaction with respect to the product will have given a positive sign. Now see how the answer here comes to be positive. Plus sign. Again B final minus B initial divided by time. Time we have taken 1. So plus B final is 10. B initial 0 means this is 10 minus 0 divided by 1. So it is 10 upon 1 or plus 10. So what is the answer here? Here also answer is positive. The concentration of product increases. Therefore, rate of reaction has given a positive sign. And the answer also comes to be positive. Concentration of the reactant decreases. Rate of reaction with respect to reactant will have given a negative sign. But negative into negative, finally it comes to be positive. Therefore, always rate of reaction is positive. For any chemical reaction, I have told you, for any chemical reaction, if the rate of reaction is 0, reaction will not take place. If it is negative, not take place. For any chemical reaction, rate of reaction should be positive. Sign is given negative because this is reactant and concentration of reactant decreases. Sign is given negative, but the rate of reaction is not negative. Rate of reaction is always positive. Here, if products are considered, sign itself is given as positive and the rate of reaction also comes to be positive. So that is about the rate of reaction. And here, along with that rate of reaction, I have told you the average rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction also I have explained. What is average rate of reaction? You have come to know here. Average rate of reaction is nothing but rate of change of concentration of reactant or product with respect to time. If there is a big change in the concentration of reactant or product, time interval is also big. Maybe 1 hour, 1 minute, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Change in time interval for the reaction is also bigger unit. The rate of reaction is known as average rate of reaction. This is nothing but the average rate of reaction. And for any reaction, the average rate of reaction will be written in this manner. With respect to reactant, sign is given negative. With respect to product, the sign is taken to be positive. Now let us see what is meant by instantaneous rate of reaction. Instantaneous rate of reaction, and how to represent the instantaneous rate of reaction. For any chemical reaction, if we plot a graph of concentration of reactant or product with respect to time, see what happen. Suppose here we have taken a concentration of reactant with respect to time, increasing time. And here second graph. Suppose in this graph I have taken here a concentration of product with respect to the time. Suppose these are the two graphs like this, decreasing, concentration decreases, and here concentration increases. Suppose this is first one, decrease in concentration, second increase in concentration. Now can you tell me whether graph first is applicable for reactant or product? It is applicable for the reactant, because concentration of reactant decreases. Second one, increasing concentration, is applicable for a second plot, because here concentration of product increases. So decrease in concentration of reactant take place like this. This is known as exponential curve. Exponential curve. Increase in concentration of the product take place like this. This is also known as exponential curve. See what happened. See it carefully. Here the time is starting. Suppose this is the time of starting point. At that time concentration is highest. Suddenly it decreases at start up to this level. Up to this level there is a sudden decrease, direct decrease. And after that slowly decreases. And here it may remain even constant also, not decreasing. So what it means? It means that at the start of chemical reaction, sudden change, sudden decrease in concentration of reactant take place. So sudden increase in the concentration of product take place. So rate of reaction at start is very high. Rate of the reaction at start is very high. During the course of reaction, if concentration of reactant decreases, the rate of reaction also going on decreasing. Slowly reaction take place. At start, fast reaction take place. Fast reaction take place at start. And then reaction slowly take place. Concentration of reactant decreases and the concentration of product increases. Now let us consider here zero time and here final time. In between this, suppose the time will be 2 hours. 2 hours. But instead of that, if this is the tangent, for this tangent at this point it touches the curve at certain time. It touches the curve. At that time, here may be just 1 second, 2 seconds. At that instant, rate of reaction can be calculated. Instant, particular time. Particular time. Instant. A certain given instant is considered. And at that given instant, a rate of reaction is measured. That is change in time, change in concentration. Suppose here like this, this is a triangle. Here this factor is change in concentration, and this factor is change in time. But now this time is very short. This time is big, 2 hours. 2 hours. But at this time, where we have considered just 1 or 2 seconds, at that time also, change of concentration, change in concentration divided by change in time is there. But time is very short, very small interval, very small period is there. Instant, particular instant, we are measuring. We are measuring the rate at a particular instant, particular time, and that is known as instantaneous rate of reaction. Rate of reaction at given particular instant, given particular time is known as instantaneous rate of the reaction. You got it? What is the difference between average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction? 0 to t, 2 hours, that is average rate of reaction. Because change in time is very big. Change in concentration is also very big. So that is average rate of reaction. But at particular instant, we are measuring the rate of reaction, that is known as instantaneous rate of the reaction. Again consider the sign conventions for instantaneous rate of reaction. Suppose let we have the same reaction, A converted to B. We have seen average rate of reaction, that is equal to minus delta A upon delta T with respect to the reactant, where delta is used for bigger change in concentration, delta is used for bigger change in time. Now for instantaneous rate, we have shortened, short change in concentration, very small change in concentration, and short time interval. Therefore, instantaneous rate of reaction is written as minus dA by dt. Instead of delta, it is written as d. Small change, differentiation. Differentiation, small change in concentration of A with respect to the small change in time is known as instantaneous rate. Since this is reactant A, sign is given negative. But can you tell me whether the rate of reaction is negative or positive? Always positive. Rate of reaction is always positive. It is never negative. Similarly, rate with respect to B, rate with respect to product plus, we have written like this, delta B upon delta T. This is known as average rate of reaction, because change in concentration of B is very big. Time interval is also very big. So rate will be equal to plus delta B upon delta T. But for a given particular instant. Here also tangent is drawn, slope can be calculated, change in time, change in concentration of B can be calculated, and that is very small. So that is written as plus dB by dt. Small change in concentration of B with respect to small change in time t. So this is the instantaneous rate of reaction with respect to product. This is instantaneous rate of reaction with respect to reactant. Sign negative, sign positive, but whether it is a reactant or whether it is a product, always the rate of reaction is positive. Now for other reaction, let us see what is the rate of reaction. Suppose A plus 3B giving 2C. See what is the meaning? What it means? What is the meaning of this reaction? The meaning is that rate of consumption use. Consumption means use. Rate of consumption of B is 3 times greater than the rate of consumption of A. Because if 1A is used, 3B is used. So rate of consumption of B is 3 times as compared with the rate of consumption of A. So if we write the rate with respect to A, it is written as minus dA by dt with respect to A. If we compare A and B, see what it will be. Rate of consumption of B is 3 times as compared with the A. So rate of A is 3 times less, means this will be multiplied by 3. So that is equal to minus dB by dt. Rate of consumption of B is 3 times the rate of consumption of A. 3 times. Therefore, here this rate is like this. This will be multiplied by 3. Or if we write like this, 3 taken on right side, it will be minus dA by dt will be equal to minus 1/3 dB upon dt. Similarly, if we compare A and C, if 1A is consumed, 2C are obtained. Rate of formation of C is 2 times as that of the rate of consumption of A. So minus 2 rate of consumption of A dA by dt will be equal to, now it is plus, C is product, B will be reactant, so negative here, but C is product, so sign will be positive, dC by dt. Rate of consumption formation of C is twice 2 times as compared with the rate of consumption of A. So here we can write like this, minus dA by dt will be equal to 2 taken on right side, so half dC by dt. And suppose if this is equation 1, this is equation 2, left sides are same, so right sides are also same, or the rate of this reaction with respect to reactant and product can be written like this also, plus half dC by dt. Such type of equation we can apply for any chemical reaction, and we can calculate the instantaneous rate of reaction. So with this we have completed the average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. Average and instantaneous rate of reaction we have seen. In the average rate of reaction, change in concentration of reactant or product is to a big extent, large extent. Change in time interval is also bigger. But for instantaneous rate of reaction, change in concentration is very small quantity, very small entity, as well as time interval is just a second or maybe 2 seconds. Very small time interval is considered, known as instantaneous rate of reaction. And how to write the spontaneous or instantaneous rate of reaction at given instant? What are the equations? How reactants and products are compared with each other, that we have studied. In the next lecture, we will see the rate law using chemical kinetics. Rate law.